Today I'm in the wood yard. I'm going to fill the truck up with some wood and we're going to heal some wounds. Yes, we're patching it up. Here we go. So a while ago, probably, I don't know, for you guys, it's probably going to be a month and a half ago, I had a customer that was a no-show. I showed up, he wasn't home, he was very difficult, and I was kind of not happy at the time because if you go back and watch the video, you'll see why. But he got a hold of me the other day and says, hey, sorry about what happened last time. My knee's better. Can you bring me some wood? So he apologized. So I accepted that. And so this guy wanted wood. I took it there. No one was home. It was just a difficult situation. If you go back and watch the video, you'll see all about it. But this is the guy. And I decided to not be a turd. And I'm going to deliver wood to him because he said he was sorry. And he really wants some wood. So I'm taking wood to this guy today. So last night he texted me, hey, we still on for tomorrow? I says, yep, I'll be there at noon. And then this morning now, when I'm going to be loading the wood up, I texted him and I said, hey, I'm loading your wood up now. Are you going to be there at 12 o'clock? He says, yep. He says, I'm on my way home right now. He said, I'll be there in 15 minutes. I said, good. I texted him back, said, good. I will be there in about a half hour. So we're on. Hopefully he'll be there. So we're going to load this up with just a face cord of mixed hardwood, and we're going to go deliver it to the guy. So it's time to chuck some wood in. Look at that wood, it's in. That was the face cord I just chucked in a few minutes there, and the bin is empty. Well, it's not empty, there's some scraps in here and stuff like that, but all the wood that was in here that was good stuff. There's some odd chunks, odds and ends, things that aren't in here anymore, but this bin is empty. This was a lot of wood in here, and a lot of people want to know how much it was. I went through my slips and I added it up last night, and I think it was right around 70 face cords. So that would be 21, 22, 23 maybe, full cords, something like that. I don't know. It was a bunch of wood, and it's gone now. And I probably had more in here than that because there's a couple times I took wood out of here, and I got it from other bins too that I didn't account for. So there actually might have been close to 80 face cords, which 80 divided by 3 is, what is that, 20 something? I don't know, a bunch of wood, 27-ish, 26, something like that. There's what was in there. So yeah. It was all the way out to here at one time, but I moved these pallets. So right here's where it started, and it went that way. And that was a big honking pile. This pile here has just as much wood in it as this one did. So the situation with this guy is last time he ordered wood, and I sold to him a couple years in a row now, and I sell to all of his neighbors all around him. And his neighbors, from what they told me, they don't like the guy too much, but that's what they told me. And so I was supposed to deliver wood to him. I got to his house and I texted him, I'm on my way. He says, okay. And then I got there and there's no one there. Rang the doorbell, called him, texted him, called him, texted him, called and texted his wife, no answer, nothing. And I'm not going to leave wood without being paid because I've done that before and that's not a good situation. So the guy never responded back. So then later that night, he says, yeah, can you bring it tomorrow morning? I said, okay, I'll be there whatever time. And then at 6 in the morning, he calls me, says, yeah, he says, I'll be here like around 9. Can you be here? And I says, sure. Well, then about 8:30, he calls me and says, yeah, I just did a bunch of yard work. My knee's hurting really bad because I'm going in for surgery this week and I don't want to make it any worse than it has to be. So I had the wood loaded for 2 days, couldn't deliver to anybody else because I had his wood on. And my next customer after that wanted a load of wood that was a face cord or a third of a cord was for oak. So I had to get rid of that before I could put the oak in. So I ended up having just to dump the wood out, reload it for the next customer, and then I did the video and you guys all responded. Some people said drop him like a hot potato. Some guys said never, talk to him again. Some guys said double the price. Some guys said just suck it up. He's still a customer. You don't want him complaining to the neighbors. And I calmed down because that was a month and a half ago. And basically I was having what my old friend Zig would say, I was having a cat kicking day. That day a whole bunch of stuff happened that kind of made me upset, and then that guy just compounding it. And the way the story goes for the cat kicking day that Zig used to say is that you're at work, your boss gives you a pile of work to take home on the weekend. On the way home, you get cut off in traffic. You sit in traffic for an hour longer than you're supposed to. You run out of gas on the highway. You got to walk a half mile to go get gas, and then fill up your car, and then you get home and the first thing in front of the door when you open the door is a cat, and you're mad, so the cat's in your way, so you kick the cat out of your way. I was having one of those days, so don't kick the cat. Cat didn't do anything wrong. So anyway, I'm gonna go deliver this load right now. So down the road we go. Today's moving day. Back my delivery, we're gonna move some equipment so we can do some work. So now that this big bin back here is empty, I'm gonna fill it back up. So I'm gonna stick the elevator back here. So I'm gonna raise it up a bit, and moving the elevator back here, move the splitter back here, and then I'll show you what we're gonna do. We're gonna take all the wood that's over here, this, I'm gonna scoop it up with the bucket, put the big bucket on and just roll rounds into it. We're gonna take it over there, split it, have it go right into the elevator, and then this pile over here, tree service stuff that Mike's been cutting on, we're gonna take all that and we're gonna do the same with that. We're gonna scoop it up, take it, move it back there, and it's gonna go in that big bin. So this all should fit in there, no problem. And then some of the other stuff that is right here, some of this big stuff that won't fit in the processor, and some of the little bitty crooked nasty stuff, that'll get cut up also, and we'll put it right into this big bin back here. So that's what's gonna happen. So I figured this stuff's been on the ground long enough, and I've been splitting it. I did a little bit here in this bin, and I did a little more not too long ago, but Bert and I were just talking, and we think what we're gonna do is not put any more into this bin, and probably even take these couple pallets off the end here, and then seal this off, and then leave this all open through here, because with winter coming, we're gonna need to be able to push snow out this way and from over here. So we're gonna kind of want this open. So I'll eventually sell this off probably fairly soon, all this wood in this bin, and then this whole thing all the way from the IBC totes here. Well, I even empty those out too, because that's all wood that can be sold. So those will all be open through here. And I'll show you something that happened when they were picking beans. Right as soon as they got done, I don't know if the vibrations did it or something, but we had a blowout on the big pile here in the giant bin. But it's not actually too terrible because the wood is still on the pallets and it's still in there. But so this stuff will sell off, and I'll build the sides back up eventually. But as you know, I did a moisture test on this. At least you should have been here. All this wood is drying excellent. It's actually all ready to be sold already. It's all in the below 20. It's 17 to 20% all through this stuff. I don't know what the middle is, but I know the outsides, I dug down into the bottom and pulled some stuff out, and it appears that it is ready to burn now, which is awesome. Because hard maple dries so much faster than oak, it's starting to be one of my new favorite kinds of wood. Because I never had that much of it before, but I know my brother loves it, and everybody in northern Wisconsin loves it because it's as good, if not better, than oak as far as heat. And you can cut it, split it, and it'll dry within just a few months. So I kind of like this stuff. Okay, we're gonna get back over here and work on moving these rounds out of here and taking them over to where we're gonna go in the bin over here. And I'm supposed to have a delivery right about now, but I got a hold of the guy and he's not responding back, and I don't want to take wood if he's not going to be there. So I got the whole rest of the day. He said anytime in the afternoon, but so when he gets a hold of me, then I'll be taking it. But for now, I'm going to get this all set up so I can start filling this bin, and I get the tractor, put the bucket on, and start bringing buckets of wood over here and work out of the bucket, splitting it and getting it up in there. So the elevator's in place. The generator's here. We warmed that up. We got the splitter in place, and Bert just shoved all of this wood over here. All the rounds have been moved over, and that was a lot easier than doing a bucket at a time. Just get it over here, and then as I work on it, I can just keep shoving everything towards the splitter, and it can go right into that bin there. So I just got a text from my guy while we were getting stuff set up, and he says, bring it. So Bert and I just chucked it in. We made a couple little holes there in the pretty wood. This gray stuff looks awesome, I think. This is just really nice wood, nice and dry. I think it's gonna burn.
Better.
It better burn. All right, down the road we go to make a delivery. Okay, so I just backed up the truck. The guy called me and told me where to put the wood, and he left me an envelope. Money's in the envelope. A lot of people do that, which is great because I can just throw it off here. Tell me right where to put it, which is going to go right here. And so I'm going to chuck this off, and then we're going to go back to the wood yard. We're going to split some wood. So I'm going to time this. We'll see how fast I can do this. You've fallen. I'll help you get back up. I must have hit you. Okay, we're back at it again. Oops, a little crooked. That's slowing me down. That's slowing me down. So I just got back from my delivery and Adam was here, which is awesome because he needs some exercise, obviously. And
Yep.
we got a big pile here. So we got about maybe 2 hours before it's dark. So we're going to see what we can do. So we're going to start everything up and make little pieces of wood. So here's what's left. We got a little more than half done, I think. Well, probably close to half anyway. We got a bunch of big ones there, so we're gonna leave everything set up right here. And here's the piles that we moved the splitter once there. We moved it, the elevator, we moved it out because it was starting to fall out back here in the back side. And so then tomorrow what I'll do is I'll reposition everything over this way a little bit so that I can dump it right into this corner back here. So I'll move these pallets out a little bit because I want to fill this as full as possible. Maybe I'll put the end of the elevator right in that hole there so I can fill that. So I want to get a base here first, and then we can go high with it, and we'll try to make it into a wedge shape running this direction. And so yeah, beautiful night. It's probably only about 50 degrees, but the wind died down, sun has set, nice and clear night tonight. Awesome. Come on back tomorrow, 5:30 a.m. We'll be doing more work. Good night, Irene.